Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
Permethrin, diphenylamine, imidacloprid, endosulfan, chloropopam. Have you heard about all these names? These are few of the harmful chemicals that are used on fruits and vegetables. Doctor, these names, they are very hard to pronounce, and at the same time, think they are very harmful to us. Can you please tell about these harmful chemicals and why do they use all these?
These names, what you have read, is all been not developed now. Most of them are being used from 1960s.
What are they used for, doctor?
What is the first one?
The first one is permethrin.
That one is an insecticide.
Okay.
They don't want, they spray this on the plantation after they yield. So the insects don't come and sit down on it and spoil the yield.
Okay. Okay. The
They've
second
been
one.
used for fruits and vegetables.
Okay. The second one is diphenylamine.
Yeah, this is basically used again for pesticide and insecticide, and also for the scaling of the skin. Should not happen. See, for example, apples are there.
Okay.
The skin should be intact when you harvest,
Okay.
Any scaling happens, cracks.
Okay.
People won't buy, The look of it, they won't like.
Oh.
Something happens to your skin, what happens? You look ugly. Same thing. That one. The third one.
Is imidacloprid.
These are all basically used before the yield. This one is basically used before the yield.
Okay.
This is to protect the plant from its growth and all that. Basically, again, they don't want the other fungus-like problems and all that stuff. I think the fourth one is
Endosulfan.
that one is for herbicides, to prevent herbicides from attacking the yield.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. The final one is
Chloropopam.
that one is basically used for potato plantations. So, and I think it's the last one is banned after 2012. But see, the point here is that these are chemicals which are very harmful for us. But then the agricultural scenario, you see the increase in population was a little rapid after 1950
Okay.
around the world. So that one. And because of the economics of the agricultural field economics, it is something that it was steadily increasing, if you take Europe, you take America, you take Australia, New Zealand, you take all these Japan, advanced countries, and all these places where agricultural was going day by day costlier, because they're all mechanized ones.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
They're all huge farming, mechanized ones. So they used enormous amount of diesel to operate these machines for sowing, for harvesting, for so many things, like you have even machines came up after 1975, sorting out,
Okay.
See, suppose a coffee plantation, the bean has come, it goes through a machine. It takes away all the rotted black ones, rotted ones, broken ones and all that. It gets filtered.
Mm-hmm.
So even potato harvest is over, they segregate the sizes by machines.
Okay.
Where there is labor is expensive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All these factors were making the agricultural whole exercise costlier.
Okay.
So they need the yield. They can't afford to lose the yield. If they lose the yield by 20%, 10%, 30%, whatever, then the final product becomes costlier.
Okay.
So steadily the expense of agriculture was going up and up and up, and the commodity of the pricing, food inflation they talk about, right?
Yeah.
That was steadily rising up. So in order not to lose the yield, one by one all these uh, pesticide industry has developed all these things. But then what they initially thought was that these things were something which is uh, diluted and sprayed, so it may not harm us so much and all that stuff. And then it's only sprayed on the plant, it's only sprayed on the yield, and it's only beyond the skin it may not penetrate. And all the kind of thinking was there before, but then when people slowly started realizing after 1975, 1980, when molecular science machines have come, and then there are many analysis can be made from the yield. How much of percentage it should be below this percentage, it should be above this percentage. All that kind of theories and practicals and all that came. But then we have no idea till today as what happens to a human body, to the biochemistry of the human body.
But there are so many researches that is happening, and there is a food approval committee like FDA and all that. Still, people are using these kind of chemicals. Forget about other countries. Even in India, even though we say organic and all that, most of us are doing this are following the normal agriculture based on this chemicals.
No, we are not going to talk about organic here. We're going to talk about the regular farming.
Yeah.
In the regular farming, many ways, these kind of these five major components, what you have read in your question, is used for protecting the plantation and the yield. Okay. But when it comes to the question of, what exactly happening to the human biochemistry by consuming this over a span of time, we don't know.
Okay.
We have no idea. You cannot make a person sit down and then for 10 years or 12 years give him only potatoes and then find out how these chemicals are harming. Because once these chemicals go in, they get converted to many things by the human biochemistry.
Okay.
See, if I can bring in a potato or if I can bring in an apple and then I test it in a chemical lab, in an analytical lab, I can find out what is the percentage of these chemicals are available.
Yes.
But when it becomes a food to a human, when he starts consuming it, when mixed with the saliva and so many acids inside the stomach, and then so many things added in the intestines and all that stuff, now these things may convert into something else. The residues may not be shown. You cannot read, right? Okay. So at that time, what happens? What exactly is, suppose somebody is, at the age of 35, get affected with some disease. We cannot relate it to because of these foods he was taking and these chemicals were used as pesticides and protectors and all that stuff. We cannot relate it there.
Okay.
So we don't know. We know when it comes to the question of these chemicals, how harmful it is to the body and all that. When it is consumed, what are the side effects and all that, which we may know to a certain extent. We may not know to the full extent. So, however it is that, today scenario, if you take, India is the number one country in producing milk, right?
Yes.
In the last 2 years, the milk inflation is 40%.
Oh.
Price hike. So the sweets and all are becoming expensive because we make a lot of conventional, traditional sweets.
Yes.
Milk-based sweets.
Yes.
But all the dairy farm, they give an injection and do mechanical milking. Okay. They give a hormone injection before milking.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
And that residue is there in the milk.
Oh my God.
But there are German machines. When the milk is collected in bulk for distribution to public, they run this milk through the machine where it will remove the hormone.
Okay.
Still the residues will be there. But then majorly it's removed. But tell me how many state government which has the milk, this thing has it. Tamil Nadu has one, which I know, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, we are in a very complex situation as far as our agricultural scenario is concerned. There are not only these 5 chemicals, there are many things.
Yeah.
This is during agriculture what you have read.
Yeah.
There is something called post-harvest technology.
Okay.
After the yield has come, how to protect my shelf life.
Okay.
There the game starts. There the amount of chemicals which are used, the chemicals components which are used for grains, pulses, vegetables, seeds, oil seeds, and lentils and vegetables and fruits and all that. That is the whole big thing. The post-harvest technology is the one which is very high compared to these chemicals what you have read, which is normally used during the agricultural time up to we get the yield.
Okay.
So it's a big subject. I don't think so anybody can answer you this. What is going to be the ill effect of these chemicals on the human body, which is very, very difficult to determine. Thank you.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.